Okay, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. I'm Alex. Please make sure to drop a like as you come into the video. It really helps my channel out. So I'm trying a new spread. Well, not the spread, but the interpretation of the spread. I'm going to do a 7-card horseshoe spread. Themed what about your friends, and this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and this is just to give you some insight on the people around you, not a blood relation, like so your soul family and your friends, right? And just if you have some questions about some things that may be going on in your inner circle, or if there's anything that you need to know, just that type of thing. So we're going to try this out and see how you like it. If it resonates and you're not already a part of the Night Sky family, what are you doing? You need to go ahead and subscribe. Join the family. Turn on the notification bell. But okay, I'm going to ask Spirit to give me 7 cards. And I'll go through them and clarify as necessary. But 7 cards for, this is coming out pretty quickly. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What about their friends, honey? What's going on? What's going on with their friends? Let's hope for good, positive messages. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What about their friends? What about your friends? Are they gonna stand their ground? Let me not sing too much. I don't want a copyright strike. Ooh, okay. So these two actually flipped over. Ooh. Okay. This is very interesting. And your friend, with regards to your friends. Okay. Spirit, thank you for these messages. Help me interpret them the best way possible for the highest good of the collective. So, present state, you have some things changing in your circle regards to how it looks, and it's very much ordained, but it's to your benefit. So you might be experiencing a shift in those who you consider your close friends or your soul family, but it's also an advancement. People are being brought into your life, or you've been brought out of people's life in an effort to elevate you, or because you are elevating. I'm holding it upside down. I know, I'm sorry, but it's not reversed. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So, in the recent past, it looks like you really weren't satisfied with the effort you were getting, or the support or love that you were getting from your friend group. You didn't really feel it. So I feel like a lot of you might have asked God to remove people out of your life that didn't belong there in an effort to help elevate you spiritually and actually in position in the real world. And God is answering your prayers. So as a result, there's going to be some rapid movement forward. Like I said, there's going to be a shift, a change, eliminations, additions happening rapidly in your inner circle. In the near future, you have the 8 of Wands. So again, this could indicate travel, fast, rapid forward movement, and also communication. You're going to either be hearing some things or seeing some things that are going to expedite this process, or solidify, is what I'm hearing, this process. This is further confirmed by the Chariot card as energy available to you at this time. So it's kind of like leaving your emotions at the door, looking at things for what they are to continue to move forward. So if your position is elevating in life, so is your friend group. Now, that does not mean that you're being snooty or saying, oh, you don't have money and I'm getting money, so now I got to let you go. No, this is on a higher spiritual level. It's like if there was any like kind of envy or resentment residing in your friend group, any kind of unspoken problems or issues. It's like you're about to see a lot of changes with regard to that. So maybe even not necessarily leaving people behind or changing friends, but also some massive shifts in how you guys communicate in order to improve the situation, because the direction that your life is going in, you can't take any iffy energy with you. So the universe is really helping you clean house right now. Whether that means people have to go, people have to come in, or there needs to be some attitude adjustments is what I'm hearing. And 8 of Cups is the energy of people around you. So if they feel like you don't fit them, or you feel like they don't fit you, there may be, unfortunately, some people walking away from each other. And I say unfortunately because it's not easy, especially if you feel like you had somebody that's been in your circle for a long time. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to make an announcement about it. As a matter of fact, 8 of Cups does not warrant, it's not reflective of like a whole announcement that's being made, but it's just removing yourself from the energy. So you might start to see some distance between you and certain people that wasn't there before. Now, what's working against you is the moon energy. So again, I don't think that you know all of the intentions of the people that surround you. Maybe not even all of the intentions. It could just be some ugly ways that they had, and maybe you wrote off before. You know, them little passive-aggressive jokes. It seemed like lack of enthusiasm about your success, of your achievements. Crabs in a barrel mentality. Certain things like that need to be brought to light and acknowledged for what they are. This is in your obstacle position, so I feel that there's been a hesitation to do so. So that maybe there's a friend that you hold near and dear that has some negative ways. I don't get the feeling that you don't see the negative ways. You don't see how they negatively impact you. So that whole idea that somebody can be a bad person to everybody else and be a good person to you is oftentimes a falsehood. It's like waiting for a snake to bite. That's what they do. So you got to stop letting familiarity equate to somebody being worthy of being in your life. Maybe y'all paths just don't match right now, but there needs to be some illumination about that. And y'all can put on your big girl panties, have a conversation about it. That doesn't mean that you can just say, oh, I guess that's it. You have a conversation about it. Because again, that looks like that's what's coming up is some conversations for you. Like I said, conversations are rapid movement forward. So some people may adjust and some may not, but the things that have been kind of nudging at you do need to be addressed. And it is either going to be result in them walking away or them walking away from the ways in which they were behaving with you that weren't appropriate or weren't being good friends or things of that nature. But either way, it's this time in your life, because you have so much going on and such a shift going on in your life, this is the time not to push it to the side, because the Chariot is moving forward in your life and it needs to move forward in balance. So you can't just ignore issues that need to be addressed. I feel like once you have these conversations or bring these things to light, Page of Swords energy, you're going to observe some changes, like I said, either in behavior or in your actual friend group and who belongs to it and who doesn't. I'm also getting very strongly that the people who say they understand, you're going to be able to sit back and see whether they do or not. And then, like, let's say you have this discussion. I don't like how you react when I tell you good news. I don't like how you crack jokes that seem to be at my expense and then claim it's just out of fun. It's not fun to me. So have a conversation, then sit back, and you're going to be able to see, even those who say they understand, there's going to be some exposure of how much they really understand. Do they change their behavior to kind of get at you in other ways? Then they're not a friend. If they switch out one passive aggressive behavior for another one, they're not a friend. So let's clarify this Four of Cups. What is it that you saw? The World. Knight of Cups. Sheesh, the Wheel. Okay. Whew. You have been totally upgraded. I feel like when the Knight of Cups is present with the Four of Cups, this is the person that brought you the cup that you weren't satisfied with. And in this is a friend read. So it's got to be friends. It's things that they're offering you that you're not satisfied with. But because you have the Wheel and the World clarifying this, I think that maybe it's not so much that they changed, but you have, Capricorn. You've changed. So I would be hesitant to say for you to like, oh, you need to cut them off. Blah, blah, blah. No, it wants a conversation, because when you change quicker than other people do, you can't all of a sudden get into this elitist mindset of, oh, you're not good enough for me. Don't come at it with that attitude, because at one point in time they were. And people evolve at different rates and times. But if it's something detrimental to your growth and your advancement, it doesn't mean that you're obligated to keep those people around, but you should feel a little obligated to give them a chance to understand where you're coming from and to adjust accordingly. It doesn't mean they're going to become different people, but they may learn to handle you different. Let's clarify. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune has popped out twice. I'm not going to clarify that. I clearly understand that you're being elevated in position in life. I don't need no further clarification about that. What that looks like to you, it'll be different for different Capricorns. But you know that you're elevating. But I do want to clarify this Eight of Wands in the near future. Ooh, only 3 cards, Spirit, please. Help me clarify, Spirit, the Eight of Wands in the near future for Capricorns with regards to their friendships. What is this future energy of Eight of Wands? Three cards, please. Ooh. Go, 3 cards. What do we have? Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Hierophant. Geez, yeah, you're definitely expressing to people that I'm of a position, I'm establishing myself, right? I have a lot of love to offer to you, and I have a lot of passion, and it's like you're here's this thing. They see this already, and you're expressing it to them. You're also being very expressive of your own self-worth, which sometimes rubs people the wrong way. But it doesn't mean that you need to stop doing that. It just means that maybe the people around you aren't the best people to have around you at the time. But either way, they're quickly seeing how you've been elevated. Knight of Wands is very passionate, very intuitive, very fiery. Ace of Cups. I feel like Ace of Cups is what's being presented to you at this time. And also Hierophant. Very established, formal, traditional means of elevation or solidifying someone. It's like somebody put their stamp on you. Somebody has co-signed on you, and people see it. And this might be what's creating the shift. Even the ones, aside from you observing their behavior, I feel like they're acting funny, right? Aside from that, there's also this change, again, in your position that is quickly becoming evident to them that might be bringing out some of the uglier side of some of your friends, okay? So let's see. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. The walking away. You know what? Actually, let's clarify the Moon energy. Eight of Cups, I feel is pretty clear. Because either people are going to have to be walked away from or the ways of certain people. The Moon card, the Star. Can we clarify the moon card for Capricorn, Spirit? Spirit, can we clarify the moon card for Capricorn? Spirit, can we please clarify the moon card for Capricorn? Near future. The Star, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Ooh, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Remember I said you're being elevated and some people are putting their stamp on you, and that's bringing out some of the ugly underbelly of some of your friends. The Moon card. This is you. This is you being co-signed spiritually. You are the Star. Three of Cups, you're being celebrated. Not only are you being celebrated, you're finding other groups of people to celebrate with. That doesn't mean that your intention is to leave them behind, but I just feel like people don't like the circles because it makes them feel less than. And this Seven of Swords energy, deceptive, strategic. That's why I say you might come across as passive-aggressive insults. I'm joking with you, making jokes about your looks, making jokes that kind of knock you down a little bit. About your abilities, your gifts, or who you know, or whatever, like trying to minimize the blessings, and it's really exposing a lot of people in your friend group. It really is. I hate to see this because you know, you want to take everybody with you. You know, no new friends sounds good, but unfortunately, everybody doesn't elevate or awaken at the same time. And you want to have patience with people. You should have grace with people. But at a certain point, it begins to diminish the experience for you by keeping them too close. And so you have to start creating distance. And I know it's hard. And it doesn't mean they're bad people, but they're just not awakened to the fact that nothing you have is unattainable. None of the feelings that you get to experience, the people you get to meet, none of it's unattainable to them. But when you spend so much time focusing on why don't I have, you know what I mean? It becomes unattainable because they're in a negative energy. They're blocking their own ability. Page of Swords energy. What is it that you're going to see? Can we clarify Page of Swords energy for Capricorn? Page of Swords energy for Capricorn. Ooh. Ooh. The Devil. I got 4 cards and we're going to keep them all. The Devil, 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 7 of... You're going to see people that are really near and dear to you acting stank. When you do have a hiccup, we all have failures or hiccups or setbacks. You see this person in the back on this 5 of Swords card, they are celebrating. These people are going to find joy. It's the type of people that can easily celebrate with you when you're in the struggle alongside them. But when things become mismatched, and mind you, everything's cyclical. So it's not like I'm encouraging you to be like, oh, I'm better than you because I got it going on. No, that's not what we're saying. Everybody has their moment. So I get the feeling like you've been able to be happy for them in your moments of misery, but now the tables are turned and it's like they are waiting for you to mess up. Devil energy, just toxic. Again, 6 of Cups energy, people that are familiar to you, friends. These are people that are close to home for you. 7 of Pentacles, putting in work almost to hinder your growth. And it's such a passive-aggressive way. Tainting the soil for you almost. That's what I'm hearing. They're tainting the soil for you. So, I'm so sorry to hear this, Capricorn, because it's not easy. But let's clarify this Chariot energy is the overall energy for the spread. And then we're going to wrap this up. Can I get 3 cards? The Hangman, the High Priestess. You are really being elevated spiritually. I'm seeing you as a great manifester. The problem is you don't want to walk away from these friends or you don't want to distance yourself from them, or you're waiting to see something different is what I'm hearing that you're just not going to see. You got to follow your intuition on this one. Page of Wands. The little things that you see that don't sit right with you, that don't tickle your pickle the right way, that make you feel a little icky. You got to believe intuitively how they make you feel, believe it. And I know you're waiting to see something better, but unfortunately it's holding you back in the sense of you're about to take off and you can't carry the dead weight with you. Again, that doesn't mean you have to not give them a chance, but the conversation needs to be had. So anyway, Capricorns, I hope this helped. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, love you. Bye.